Yo, what's up? Ricky Sanders here. If you live for fast cars, greasy hands, and solving problems under the hood, welcome to your new favourite spot. I'm all about real fixes, no BS, and showing you how to keep your ride running like a champ. So go ahead, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's make some noise in the garage. Enough talk, let's get ready.
Diesel, turbocharged 11 litres, 11,150 cubic centimetres, Euro 3, Euro 4, YaMZ 6566, Euro 5, YaMZ 6567, engine power, HP, RPM 230, 1900, 230, 1900, 230, 1900. 250, 1900, 270, 1900, 300, 1900, 300, 1900. Torque, NM, RPM 882, 1100-1300, 882, 1100-1500, 1030, 1100-1300, 1128, 1100-1300, 1128, 1100-1500, 1275, 1100-1500, 1324. 1100-1300 block and head. Material 800,000 to 1 million kilometers. Order of cylinder operation YaMZ 65115, 65116, and 65117. MAZ 5336, 5337, 5340, 5432, 5433, MAZ 5434. 5440, 5551, 6303, 6340 Ural 3255, 4320, 4420, 5557 combines PAL SGS10, FS600, FS6025 design features in connection with the tightening of environmental standards and the transition to -3 Euro and higher standards. It became necessary to improve the existing YaMZ 7601 to the required level. The same 7601 cylinder block made of cast iron with wet liners, which protrude above the surface by 1.6 mm, and the camber angle of this V6 is 90 degrees. The crankshaft from 7601 was left inside the block, and the pistons were replaced with modified pistons from YaMZ 658, which have a height of 85 mm and a pin of 52 mm. These pistons have their own rings, except for the second compression ring, which comes from YaMZ 7511. Covered the block with two heads that have 8 valves each, and the camshaft is mounted in the cylinder block. These heads are the same as those of the YaMZ 7601. Do not forget to periodically check, once every 1000 hours, and, if necessary, adjust the valve clearances. The clearances for inlet and exhaust valves are 0.25 to 0.3 mm. This is a turbocharged engine and uses a TKR90 turbine. The 6561, 6562 and 6563 models are equipped with a 136 fuel injector and 267 to 21 injectors. The control unit a bit M230. E3 is used here. But the progress did not stop there, and the 6565 models were created, which met the 4th ecological class, Regulations 96-02. These engines received common rail, a new fuel injector YaMZ 47-10, and the ECU was replaced by a bit M240. Injection pressure was 1600 bar. There were also produced analogues of 6565, which were called YaMZ 6566. They differed by increased injection pressure up to 1800 bar, the presence of SCR catalyst and modified supercharger. This made it possible to achieve the -4 Euro environmental class. Modifications of the power unit were produced on the base of the basic model, YaMZ 6561. Engine for -3 Euro standards with 136 to 10 pump. Power output is 300 horsepower at 1900 RPM. Torque is 1324 Nm at 1100 to 1300 RPM. YaMZ 6562, version with 136 to 20 fuel injector. Engine output is 250 horsepower at 1900 rpm, torque 1128 Nm at 1100 to 1300 rpm. Resource of 1 million kilometers. It was put on YaMZ 5336, 5340, 5432, 6303, 6340, YaMZ 65115, 65116, and 65117. YaMZ 6563, model with 136 to 30 pump and with a power of 230 horsepower at 1900 rpm, torque of 882 Nm at 1100 to 1300 rpm. Motor resource is 1 million kilometers. The trucks with this engine are YaMZ 5337, 5433, 5551. YaMZ 65651, version with 1.4 bar pressure and 270 horsepower at 1900 rpm, torque 1128 Nm at 1100 to 1500 rpm. The claimed service life is 800,000 kilometers. It is installed on YaMZ 5434. YaMZ 65652, turbo engine with 270 horsepower at 2100 rpm and 1128 Nm of torque at 1100 to 1500 rpm. It is used in Ural 4320, 4420, 5557, combines PELS GS10, FS600, FS6025. YaMZ 65653, motor with 1.3 bar boost pressure, 230 horsepower at 1900 rpm and torque of 883 Nm at 1100 to 1500 rpm. YaMZ 65654, version with 230 horsepower at 2100 rpm, torque 883 Nm at 1100 to 1500 rpm. The declared service life before overhaul is 800,000 kilometers. The motor was used for Ural 3255, 4320, 5557. YaMZ 65655 is a tractor motor with an output of 180 horsepower at 2100 rpm, torque of 667 Nm at 1100 to 1500 rpm. Resource: 13,000 hours. YaMZ 6566, analog of 65651, 65652 under -€4 with revised supercharger and exhaust, as well as with increased injection pressure up to 1800 bar. Power, torque, and service life remained unchanged. YaMZ 65661, the same 65,653 under -€4. Technical characteristics have not changed. YaMZ 6567, model under -€5. Power is 330 horsepower at 1900 rpm, torque is 1521 Nm at 1100 to 1500 rpm. The resource is the same, 800,000 kilometers. YaMZ 65671, output is reduced to 270 horsepower at 1900 rpm, torque 1128 Nm at 1100 to 1500 rpm. YaMZ 65672, output 270 horsepower at 2100 rpm, torque 1128 Nm at 1100 to 1500 rpm. YaMZ 65673, 230 horsepower version at 2100 rpm, torque 883 Nm at 1100 to 1500 rpm. Maintenance of the YaMZ 656 engine is identical to that for all identical diesel engines of domestic production. Thus, inter-service maintenance is carried out every 15,000 kilometers for the basic version, and for turbodiesels, every 20,000 kilometers. The maintenance process is slightly different from ordinary gasoline engines. Each maintenance service is a whole complex of operations aimed at maintaining the technical condition of the car. Conclusion: the YaMZ 656 engine is a legend of domestic production of diesel engines. So, there are many modifications of this power unit. The applicability of motors of the Yaroslavl motor plant is quite wide. It is known as a reliable and inexpensive power unit, not only in the CIS, but also in China. YaMZ 656 engine, YaMZ 656 engine. In conclusion, the YaMZ 656 engine stands out as a robust and versatile power unit, characterized by its impressive technical specifications and reliable performance. With a rich history of development, this engine has evolved to meet the demands of various applications, from heavy-duty vehicles to industrial machinery. Understanding its operating principles and maintenance requirements is crucial for maximizing its lifespan and efficiency. Whether through repair or modification, the YaMZ 656 continues to be a valuable asset in the world of engineering, proving its adaptability and enduring relevance in modern applications. Thank you for watching, and we hope this overview has deepened your appreciation for the YaMZ 656 engine.